Well, the drought monitor for your grow report this week, not looking that good. It is dry out there. We desperately need some rain. And with the storms of late, it's really been hit and miss in a big way. Now a moderate drought area in northeast Nebraska amounting to about 8.5%. And then the abnormally dry area up to 68% in Nebraska. No drought, 32%. Kansas, on the other hand, 84.33% drought free. And then the moderate not existing in Kansas, but abnormally dry, about 15.5%, a little over that, actually 15.67%. And it stretches right into parts of north central, northeast Kansas. And hopefully we get some relief in some of those especially stressed areas of northeast Nebraska, but it's getting there elsewhere as well. And if we don't get some much needed rain, then you're going to see a drier set of stats coming up next week. And that's kind of what this 7-day looks like. Well, we do see hot weather ahead of us. The 1 month outlook for the temperature category, well above normal temperatures across Nebraska, almost all of Kansas, and the eastern part of the state will see normal temperatures, but all of Nebraska well above normal, especially central and into the panhandle. As far as 3 months out, kind of the same situation. We're looking at a 5 to 10 degree above normal on average outlook for both Nebraska and Kansas. It's better than seeing that red or that orange area across the state, but still, temperatures will be above normal. As far as precipitation, equal chances across a big share of Nebraska and Kansas, however, remaining dry up in that area that is already stressed out, and eastern Nebraska, southeast Nebraska, I should say, a little bit above normal. Eastern Kansas, about the eastern third, also above normal in the precip category. 3 months out, a better outlook for both Nebraska and Kansas, basically on track to normal. It's a northern tier that sees above normal precipitation, so we can always rebound in that drought category at least. But we hope that's not at harvest time. The moisture obviously needed right now as we are in the midst of the growing season. Well, we are going to show you the proverbs for the reason of the forecast, and that is, if it rains on July 10th, tomorrow, it will rain for the next 7 weeks. Okay, we'll see. Dog days, bright and clear, indicate a good year, but when accompanied by rain, we hope for better times in vain. Here it is, your forecast ahead this week, and it is a brutal one because of the heat. But there is rain in the forecast, so 7 weeks of rain, kind of doubtful. A couple inches a week, wouldn't that help the drought in irrigation costs? Well, here we go. Temperatures ramp up 95 to 100 plus, and it's going to be hot and mainly dry. Those chances for rain are slight. That is your grow report for this week. Join us again next week as we watch things grow.
Wheat harvest, county fair, whatever you're up to, send us your photos, grow@nebraska.tv. And we continue to travel the state through the lens of agriculture. This week, Phelps County, county seat Holdridge, other communities, Atlanta, Bertrand, Funk, and Loomis. The Census of Agriculture shows 405 farms, 331,000 acres of crops and farmland. And that's in the top 2% of the nation. And diverse, top 10 in the state for both crops and livestock. Cattle inventory, 167,000 head, 160,000 acres of corn, 85,000 acres of beans, plus some wheat and forage land. The average farmer is about 5 years under the national average, so things skewing a little younger. Most say farming is their primary occupation, and most farms over 1,000 acres. Some of the major ag-related employers in Phelps County include Landmark Implement and CHS, and cattle outnumber people 18 to 1. putting a lens to Nebraska agriculture. That's our County Snapshots. And with folks in agriculture getting older, many say it's important to get kids hooked at a young age.
We've had a lot of hurt toes and some hurt feelings. And
it's not an easy life, but Jamie Watts can't imagine anything else.
it's pretty much a family effort on our place.
3 generations work together, raising cattle and crops.
Responsibility that comes with growing up on a farm, whether it's a crop farm or a cattle farm, it's a tremendous opportunity for the youth.
And showing cattle is a natural extension.
You get great opportunities to make new friends, be a leader, and be successful.
Jack's the oldest, barely.
2 days older.
This is a blended family, and showing cattle has brought them closer together.
We just pair each other up with a younger kid and an older kid.
Do each other's chores.
The bigger kids do the harder work, and then we show the littler kids how to do it all.
Keep working, Josie.
It's clear who the boss is.
That'd be our 4-year-old daughter, Josie. She's the ranch manager, as we call her.
The North American Limousine Foundation encourages this. They have programs to pair up little kids with the big ones in their junior organization.
They've got their own board of directors, and most of those are kids at the end of their high school careers, basically, and those are the leaders to help bring the little ones along.
The average farmer and rancher in this country, nearly 60. It's not a job, but a lifestyle.
Jack, what happened to the can?
Some kids grow up and decide it's not for them, but these parents hope their kids will share their passion.
We keep these kids involved in agriculture as much as we can.
And everyone from this central Nebraska family pitches in.
All in all, they get along real well together.
Up next, we highlight the Nance County Fair.